Good morning, 7th class students. Today we are discussing about the chapter number 3, that is fiber to fabric. Before this class, it means earlier class, we already discussed about this our chapters. It means fiber to fabric, in which we have to discuss about the wool and the processing of wool. It means how wool is processed and what are the steps. It means the different type of stages in the processing of wool, and where are the places where the wool is obtained. Okay. Now today we are discussing about the silk. Okay. These two are the synthetic fibers, and wool is the animal fiber, and this silk is the also animal fiber. So these two are the natural fibers. So silk is obtained as a long continuous strand from the thread-like filaments, which the silkworm spins around itself to form a cocoon. So silk is obtained a long continuous strand of the thread-like filament. So they are having a thread-like filament, which is the silkworm spins around itself. So silkworm spins around. It means the one silkworm is there, and it spins around the body. Okay, so spin around itself to form a cocoon. It's a natural protein secreted by the larva of the silkworm. So this wrapping is a natural protein, can be natural protein secreted by the larva of the silkworm. The fiber is a soft, strong and durable and lustrous. So they are having a lustrous. Lustrous means they are having a shiny appearance, and its luster make it an extremely desirable and expensive. So only due to this luster, means the shiny appearance, they are generally very expensive and desirable. Since it is also a protein like wool, it shrinks away from the flame and burns with the smell of charred meat. So when we are making the, it means making the give to the heat or making the warm on the flame and burns, the smell of charred meat, it does not melt or emit the smell of burning plastic like artificial silk. It means we have to check whether the any silk is a natural silk or artificial silk. Natural silk having the smell with the burning like a charred meat, and the artificial silk having the plastic like burning. Okay, when they are burnt. The rearing of silkworm on a commercial scale to produce a silk is called sericulture. So sericulture is the rearing of silkworm on commercial scale. Okay, so sericulture. Sericulture means the rearing of silk on for commercial purpose on large scale. Okay, so same definition is the same, it's no problem, large scale. So rearing of silk, it means we have to manage, we have to rear silk for commercial purpose. So this is sericulture, and generally this sericulture is can be done in the world largest producer of silk is China. So China is a world largest producer. So this is China, world largest producer of silk. World largest producer of silk. Okay, this is China. Followed in India. In our country, silk farming is carried out by the state of Assam, Bihar, MP, Odisha, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. So these are the states where the silk commercially, it means the silk trading and silk industries are at the commercial purpose. Now the discovery of silk was used in China around 27th century BC. Through its exact date of discovery is not known. It is not exact known, but 27th century BC. BC means before Christ, you know about that, and AD means under dominion. Okay, so according to a Chinese legend, silk was discovered by Empress Xi Lung Chai. She was asked by the Emperor Huang Tai to search for the reason that was damaging the mulberry leaves in the palace garden. It means one palace garden of the king, and where the mulberry leaves are continuously decomposed or degraded or eaten by some ones, or how these palace gardens mulberry leaves are destroyed. So they have to told about to other ones. Okay, how to check this? Okay. She discovered caterpillars feeding on the leaves and building their cocoons. So she discovered that some caterpillars are there. They are building their cocoons on that, and by the feeding the leaves. So that's why leaves are damaging on them. In order to destroy the problem, she put a cocoon in hot water and was surprised to find a delicate single thread. And to destroy this problem, they just put this cocoon into the hot water, and after in hot water, the cocoon are just separated into the silk fibers. Okay, some small thread-like structures. She put a surprised delicate single thread in unwound herself. This was how silk was discovered. In this way, the silk was discovered on that time in China, 2070 BC. Silk production was kept secret by the Chinese for 30 centuries. So total number of 30 centuries. Okay, 30 centuries. So, but they traded this material for other countries, and after that they are traded. It means make a secret up to 30 centuries. Thus, a trade route known as a silk route. That's why the trade of silk to the other countries. That's why the route is known as silk route. Silk route was born, and it connected China to Central Asia, Northern India, Roman Empire, and the areas around the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so these are Mediterranean Sea and Central Asia are the route to trade the silk. That's why the name of that route is Silk Route. So you can easily see the diagram of the silk saree and life cycle of silk moth. There are 4 stages in the life cycle of silk moth. That is, first is egg, larva, pupa, and adult. So the female silk moth lay eggs which hatch into black worm-like larva. So first female silk moth lay eggs. It means female will lay some eggs and this worm-like larva, and the larva of silk moth is known as caterpillar. Okay, it means larva, not adult, larva only. From there, after that making at the maturation, they are converted into the adult. So this larva of silk is known as caterpillar or a silkworm. The larvae feed on mulberry leaves because they need energy, they need nutrients, and these nutrients can be supplied by the mulberry leaves. So continuously it grows in size. During this time, it sheds its skin 4 times. It means they are just shedding their skins. It means their skins are just degraded or degraded from their bodies. Okay. This process of shedding the skin to grow a new one is known as a molting. It means continuously 4 times their skins are just degraded, and this process is known as molting. Okay. At the end of this period, it climbs the branch of the tree and attaches itself to it by weaving a net. And after that, they are just attached to the tree and make attachments with the tree and weaving a net. Then it starts spinning a cocoon and spinning on a cocoon on their body. The salivary glands present in the larva heads secretes a sticky fluid protein which is wound around their bodies in a long continuous thread. So we already seen that protein is secreted by the larva and wounded on their body. And the salivary glands also produce these larva heads around their body in a long continuous thread. The protein solidifies when it comes in contact with the air and foam. So initially the proteins are liquid in nature, but due to react with the enzymes, it can be converted into the solid. Like when the blood is just when the bleeding is from our body, they are in the liquid form, and after some time it will be a dry like coagulations. So also it can be happen in the silk worm, and the protein which is in the form of enzymes are just segregated, and initially they are the liquids, and after that it can changes into the solid with the help of air. It can be dry. The head swing from side to side and draws the figure 8 like structure while spinning. So they are just making the structure like a 8, okay, on their body. This type of structure is from weaving a net on their body. The process takes 3 to 7 days to complete. So this process is carried by 3 to 7 days to complete. This making a weaving on their body. Okay, head swing from side to side and draws the figure 8. Okay, and this stage is called the pupa stage. So the larva continues to develop inside the cocoon. So inside the cocoon there is a development of larva. This stage is called the pupa stage. So in the fourth stage, this stage is known as pupa stage, which is the third stage. And when the worm matures into adult moth, okay, after that this pupa stage, okay, like adult stage, and our first and second one is egg and larva stage. Egg and larva stage. So when the pupa is got mature, it can be converted into the adult. It secretes a fluid which dissolves the silk fibers of cocoon so that it can emerges out. These secretes are some liquids in which they can cocoon the fibers of the cocoon, so it can be emerged out. So dissolve the silk fibers. Now the production of silk. Rearing silkworms. The eggs laid by the female silk moths are collected and hatch in an incubator. The eggs should be kept under hygienic conditions. So rearing of silkworms, it means how they are rearing, because this time they are in critical conditions. If there are any diseases can be happen on there, then also can be it can changes maybe harm to silkworm. So this time it is important for the silkworm, and because this is the incubation period for that. So the eggs should be kept under hygienic conditions and provided with the optimum temperature and humidity for hatching. They are made to hatch at the time when the mulberry trees grows new leaves. The worms are kept on rearing trays and feed on freshly chopped mulberry leaves for about 25 to 30 days. So continuously getting mulberry leaves, okay, mulberry leaves 25 to 30 days, continuously chopping their mulberry leaves at the rearing silkworms. So they feed on these leaves almost continuously, and they can move into the tiny chambers of the tray are provided with the twigs or branches to spin cocoon. Okay, and the caterpillar is killed once this stage is complete. Otherwise, a flood secreted by the adult moth to dissolve the silk and damage the fibers. So on this stage, the caterpillar is killed once. Okay, this stage is complete. Otherwise, a flood secreted by the adult moth to dissolve the silk, and maybe the flood is secreted that time, and they can be dissolved to the silk fiber. So that's why the caterpillar are killed. So damage if not killed, then damage the fibers. Processing silks. The silk fiber is obtained from the cocoon by killing the insect inside it. Okay, so how processing is silk? The silk fiber is obtained from the cocoon by killing the insect. Okay, the insect is killed. Okay, inside it. That's why the cocoon will be the form. And the worms are killed when the cocoons are exposed to the heat of the sun. It means worms are killed. This silk worms are just killed when the cocoons are dried in the sun. It can also be done by the boiling the cocoons in water, exposing them to steam, or treating them in ovens. So these are the different ways how can we it can be done with the boiling the cocoons or exposing them to steam. So the process in which a large number of cocoons are boiled to kill the worms is called cooking. It means large number of cocoons are just killed into the boiling water. This is known as cooking. So cooking means killing worms in boiling water. Now the rearing trays are large trays made of bamboos sometimes. The sticky substance of the cocoons dissolve in hot water and the fiber separates out. The method of obtaining the silk fibers from the cocoons. Okay, silk fibers from the cocoon is called reeling or filature. It means obtaining silk fibers from cocoon. is known as filature or reeling. Okay, filature or reeling. So reeling is done either manually or by special machines where the silk fibers are delicately unwound. The fibers from 4 to 8 cocoons are joined and twisted to form a silk yarn. It means 4 to 8 yarns, cocoons are joined and to form a silk yarn, which is a more strength in nature. This is a raw silk. This is a raw silk. The soft silk yarn is as strong as thread of still of the same thickness. Okay, it means soft silk is having a strength like a steel fiber, like a steel fiber of same thickness. It means you can see or you can think about that how much strength are having by the soft silk. There are different varieties of silk fiber depending on the kind of silkworm producing them. Mulberry silk is the most common variety of silk fiber. So mulberry silk is the most common variety. It means it can be used very widely and for very commonly. Others like Tassar silk, Muga silk, Ari silk and Kosa silk are some popular varieties of silk in our country. The quality of silk fiber depends on the rearing of the silkworm. It means how they are reared their silkworm. It means quality of leaves, of mulberry leaves, and incubation temperature. It means the optimum temperature on they are having the living. And the reeling process. Reeling process, you know about that, obtaining the silk fibers from cocoon. It means how this reeling and filature can be done manually by machines, or how clear or clean can be done this one. So the quality of silk is depend on that. In India, many women are employed in rearing silkworms, reeling of silk from cocoon, and also in the silk production industry. It means many women are generally attached with this type of industries in which they are having the employment from these silk industries. So now some health hazards of the workers in the wool and sericulture industries. So you know about that these are the industries, they are having the many pollutants like the solid pollutants and air pollutants, and too much pollutions also are there. There is a hot boiling water is also there to deattach this and killing the worms in boiling water. Okay, this cooking process also have done, and you know about that silk is a worm and this is an insect, and many microorganisms also can be grown up there, and many this type of microorganisms, which is the pathogens, which can be spread the diseases in the among the human beings. So some criteria should be taken in these industries, because they are having too much diseases, chances of diseases in this survival of the those are human beings which are attached or linked with these industries. Okay. So in the wool industries, the workers engaged in the sorting get infected by the bacteria, that is anthrax. So anthrax is the bacteria. There is a chance of infected by the human beings. It causes a deadly disease of the blood known as Shorter diseases. One more diseases, okay, of blood, which is Shorter's diseases. So in the sericulture diseases, the workers are generally affected by the respiratory diseases such as asthma and bronchitis. And you know what, why it is this? Because this is due to inhalation of the vapors during cooking, steaming, reeling process. Okay, so some harmful gases or maybe some hot gases are just come outside. That's why asthma and bronchitis. Two problems can be in fact happen in these workers. And severe headache, body ache, fever, neck pain, low back pain, eye problems are few other health disorders which are observed. Now this is caused because the workers have to stand for 12 to 16 hours continuously, and this is also because like back pain and body pain and headache and body ache and low back pain, eye problem also only due to because they are having a standing position up to 12 to 16 hours continuously. The skin infection also occur due to constant dipping of the hands in the boiling water or exposing them to steam. It means skin problem also can be happen because they are generally treated this killing worms in during the cooking or filature reeling. The neck hands into that warm water or hot water. Noise produced also from the spinning and winding machines cause hearing problems also because they are the mechanical works. Okay, so machines are producing noise that time. These type of health hazards for risk faced by the workers of these industries are called occupational hazards. So these type of hazards, occupational hazards, because this is the health hazards which can be felt by the workers which is related and doing work in this woolen industries and silk industries. So now we are already able to give the answer is that how silk processing can be done at the commercial level. You know about the sericulture, China largest producer. In India, what are the states like Tamil Nadu, Assam, okay, MP, like how the fourth stage of this egg, larva, pupa, adult, okay, and some more you have to study from our textbook. Take textbook just nearby you when you are studying and when you are watching this online video. And some terms are there like cooking, premature reeling is there, sericulture is there, okay, molding is there. So you have to see this carefully and try to understand. Okay, so so today in this second part we are ending of this our chapter number 3, that is fiber and fiber to fabric. Next time we will do we will start our chapter number 4. Thank you.